Before you click that buy button, wait. Not all popular drones deliver what they promise. Today I'm revealing 10 models that have left thousands of customers frustrated and disappointed. From devices that fall from the sky to cameras that capture nothing but blurry messes, these drones have problems you absolutely need to know about. I've spent weeks researching user experiences and testing reports to bring you this honest breakdown. Stick around because number 1 will genuinely shock you. Let's get started. Kicking off our list at number 10 is the Ryze Tello. This small drone became popular because of its DJI connection, but looks can be deceiving. The first major problem is flight time. You get only 13 minutes on paper, but real flying gives you maybe 9 minutes before landing. Wind is this drone's worst enemy. Even a gentle breeze pushes it around like a toy balloon. The Wi-Fi connection drops without warning, leaving your drone hovering randomly or landing in unexpected places. The camera has no stabilization, so every video looks shaky and unprofessional. Charging one battery takes over an hour, which means you need several batteries for actual use. The range maxes out at 100 meters, severely limiting where you can fly. Indoor flying works better, but that defeats the purpose of having a drone. The app crashes on newer phones, creating control issues. Many users report losing connection during important shots. Overall, the Tello promises more than it delivers, making it hard to recommend for serious use. Pros. Small size makes it easy to carry anywhere. Educational coding features for learning purposes, relatively safe for indoor practice flights. Cons. Flight time too short for meaningful sessions, cannot handle any wind conditions outdoors. Wi-Fi drops frequently causing control loss. Number 9 brings us the DJI Spark. When this drone launched, people got excited about its features. Now we know better. The technology inside is seriously outdated compared to current options. Gesture control sounds cool, but works poorly, often missing your hand movements completely. Battery life hits only 16 minutes, and that's flying carefully without tricks or speed. The gimbal breaks easily, and fixing it costs more than you'd expect. DJI stopped supporting this model, making repairs difficult and expensive. The sensors constantly detect fake obstacles, stopping your flight for no reason. Video feed lags and breaks up, making it tough to see what you're filming. Small batteries mean weak performance when wind picks up. The Spark struggles to stay steady in anything but calm conditions. Finding spare parts gets harder every month as stores stop stocking them. Software updates ended years ago, leaving bugs unfixed forever. The price might seem attractive now, but you're buying abandoned technology. Pros. Compact form factor fits in jacket pockets. Face recognition works in ideal conditions only. Video quality acceptable when everything works perfectly. Cons. Battery dies too quickly for real projects. Gesture controls unreliable and frustrating to use. DJI discontinued support and replacement parts. At number 8 sits the Potensic T25 GPS Drone. This model advertises GPS capabilities at an attractive price, but performance tells a different story. GPS lock takes forever, sometimes 5 to 10 minutes just sitting there waiting. Worse, it often fails to connect at all, leaving you without navigation features. When GPS quits working, the drone becomes nearly impossible to control properly. The camera produces grainy, unclear footage even in bright sunlight. Videos shake so badly they're basically unwatchable without editing software. Follow me mode fails more often than it works, losing you or flying the wrong direction. Build quality feels cheap right out of the box, with loose parts and weak plastic. Propeller mounts break after just a few flights from normal use. The controller buttons stick or stop responding during critical moments. Batteries lose capacity quickly after only a few charging cycles. Customer service barely exists with slow replies and unhelpful solutions. Most users end up regretting this purchase within weeks of receiving it. Pros. GPS features included at lower price point. Brushless motors provide decent power output. Package includes protective carrying case. Cons. GPS rarely connects or works reliably. Camera quality extremely poor and unusable. Cheap construction leads to broken parts. Number 7. Eachine E58 Mini Drone. The Eachine E58 Mini Drone takes spot number 7. This drone flooded online marketplaces as a copy of expensive foldable models. Quality control is basically non-existent here. Wi-Fi camera connection drops constantly while flying, leaving you blind in the air. The camera marketed as HD produces pixelated, washed-out videos that look terrible. Propellers snap from the smallest bumps that shouldn't cause damage. Altitude hold fails randomly, making the drone suddenly shoot up or drop down. Battery compartments are poorly designed, and batteries pop out during flight, causing crashes. The phone app crashes repeatedly and doesn't work with newer operating systems. Controls are way too sensitive, making smooth flying impossible for beginners. Spare parts disappeared from stores, so one crash might end your flying days permanently. The remote control feels like a toy with mushy buttons. Range is extremely limited before signal cuts out completely. Many units arrived defective straight from the factory. Customer reviews overwhelmingly warn others to stay away from this model. PROS folds up nicely for compact storage space. Usually ships with 2 batteries included, lightweight design, easy to transport places. Cons: Wi-Fi constantly disconnects, losing video feed. Camera quality absolutely terrible and blurry. Breaks very easily from minor crashes. Number 6 features the Hubsan H501S X4. Hubsan makes some decent products, but this isn't one of them. GPS module failures happen frequently, causing flyaway incidents where drones just keep going until batteries die. Return to home doesn't work reliably and has lost many drones permanently. The remote control battery drains incredibly fast, often dying before the drone battery does. This leaves you unable to control your aircraft mid-flight. Camera mount vibrates constantly, creating jello effect that makes footage look wavy and weird. Firmware updates are dangerous and have permanently broken multiple units. Follow Me mode is completely useless, unable to maintain correct distance or height. You must calibrate the compass before almost every single flight, which gets annoying quickly. The controller screen becomes unreadable in sunlight, hiding important flight information. Motors overheat during longer flights, forcing emergency landings. The landing gear breaks easily from normal landings on grass. Signal interference happens often in areas with Wi-Fi networks nearby. PROEs, brushless motors, deliver good flight performance. First-person view capability for immersive flying. Return to home works when GPS cooperates. Cons: GPS malfunctions cause dangerous flyaway problems. Return to home unreliable and loses drones. Remote control, battery drains way too fast. Coming in at number 5 is the 3DR Solo drone. This drone had potential, but the company went bankrupt and abandoned all customers. Finding replacement parts now is extremely difficult and expensive when available. Smart batteries have compatibility problems with modern charging equipment. The GoPro gimbal only works with old GoPro models, not new cameras. Software updates stopped years ago, leaving bugs and security holes unfixed forever. The controller uses old technology that interferes with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth devices. Flight modes have glitches that will never get patched or corrected. Online community support has mostly disappeared as users move to supported brands. Battery cells have aged poorly, and finding fresh replacements is nearly impossible. The smartphone app barely functions on current phone operating systems. Resale value has crashed to almost nothing. Parts that do break cannot be fixed without hunting online auction sites. This drone represents a dead-end investment with no future support or improvements possible. Pros: open source platform allows some user modifications. Original build quality was actually pretty solid. Modular design makes certain repairs technically possible. Cons: company bankruptcy means absolutely zero support. Replacement parts incredibly hard to locate anywhere. Technology completely outdated for modern use. At number 4, we have the Parrot AR.Drone 2.0. This drone was innovative years ago, but is now completely obsolete. The foam body breaks down over time, becoming brittle and cracking without crashes. Wi-Fi range is pathetically short, usually under 50 meters maximum. The camera produces grainy, low-quality footage that looks horrible on modern screens. Battery technology is ancient, giving maybe 10 minutes of flight when brand new. The smartphone app crashes constantly on current phones and tablets. Wind resistance is zero due to lightweight foam and weak motors. You need the indoor hull for safe flying, but it reduces performance even more. Replacement parts cost too much for such old technology. The charging system is slow and uses a proprietary connector that's hard to replace. Controls feel sluggish and unresponsive compared to modern drones. The plastic gears inside strip easily, causing motor failures. Video streaming quality is terrible with constant lag and freezing. This drone belongs in a museum, not in your shopping cart. PROS: foam body survives indoor crashes pretty well, can fly safely inside confined spaces. Flip trick mode provides some entertainment. Eachine: technology completely outdated by modern standards. Wi-Fi range severely limited to small area. Camera produces unwatchable low-quality footage. Number 3. Force One F100 Ghost Drone. The Force One F100 Ghost Drone earns the number 3 spot. Quality control problems plague every production batch of this model. Motors burn out prematurely, sometimes within just a few flights total. GPS rarely locks onto satellites, making navigation features completely useless. Camera stabilization doesn't work, creating footage so shaky it causes motion sickness. The return-to-home function has a dangerous bug where it flies to the wrong location entirely. Batteries connect loosely, causing power cuts during flight that result in crashes. The smartphone app freezes frequently, requiring restart while your drone hovers uncontrolled. Customer reviews consistently mention receiving defective units right from the box. Some customers report going through 3 or 4 replacements trying to get a working unit. Customer service responds slowly and often denies warranty claims on legitimate defects. The GPS coordinates displayed are often inaccurate by significant distances. Propellers come loose during flight from poor mounting design. Flight time falls far short of advertised numbers. This drone has frustrated thousands of buyers worldwide. PROS. Brushless motors powerful when they actually work. Optical flow positioning helps with indoor hovering. Foldable arms reduce size for transportation. Cons. Motors fail early due to manufacturing defects. GPS features broken and essentially non-functional. Return-to-home bugs create serious safety risks. At number 2 sits the Stone HS720 original version. Quality varies wildly between different manufacturing batches and dates. Early models have severe compass problems causing erratic flight and toilet bowling effect. The gimbal motor dies frequently, sometimes just days after purchase. GPS signal vanishes randomly during flights, switching modes unexpectedly and causing drifting. The advertised 26-minute flight time is extremely exaggerated compared to reality. Actual performance gives you closer to 15 minutes of flying time. Battery swelling happens commonly, creating legitimate safety hazards. Follow Me mode works poorly, constantly losing the target or following incorrectly. Video feed quality is inconsistent with frequent pixelation and lag. Brushless motors are noisy and consume excessive power. The camera mount loosens over time, causing tilted or crooked footage. Controller ergonomics are uncomfortable for longer flying sessions. Calibration procedures are complicated and time-consuming. Firmware updates sometimes cause more problems than they fix. Many users report returning this drone after frustrating experiences. PROS. Brushless motors deliver strong flight performance. Camera resolution decent when gimbal functions properly. Multiple intelligent flight modes included. Cons. Compass interference causes major flight problems. Gimbal motors fail frequently and early batteries swell, creating dangerous safety issues. Finally, at number 1, the absolute worst drone to avoid is the Snaptain SP500 GPS drone. This model has disappointed more users than any other on this list. The GPS module is fundamentally broken, taking excessive time to lock and losing connection constantly. When GPS fails mid-flight, the drone enters dangerous drift mode, causing crashes and flyaways. Camera quality is absolutely terrible, producing blurry and distorted footage even in perfect lighting. The gimbal lacks any real stabilization, and the mounting is so weak that everything shakes violently. Battery life is completely misrepresented in advertising, barely reaching 10 minutes actual flight time. Return to home is dangerously unreliable, landing drones in trees, water, and roads. Build quality is genuinely poor with flimsy plastic that cracks from minimal stress. The controller loses connection unpredictably, leaving your drone completely unresponsive. Customer support is basically non-existent with generic copy-paste responses. Motors are underpowered and struggle with even slight breezes. The app interface is confusing and poorly designed. Propellers are low quality and bend easily. This drone fails at every level imaginable. PRO's entry-level pricing attracts new pilots initially, includes basic carrying case for transport. Foldable design saves some storage space. Cons: GPS system fundamentally broken, causing flyaways. Camera quality makes all footage completely unusable. Return-to-home failures risk losing drone permanently.